change the world? Start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. To pass SEAL training, there are a series of long swims that must be completed. One is the night swim. Before the swim, the instructors joyfully brief the students on all the species of sharks that inhabit the waters off San Clemente. They assure you, however, that no student has ever been eaten by a shark, at least not that they can remember. But you are also taught that if a shark begins to circle your position, stand your ground. Do not swim away. Do not act afraid. And if the shark, hungry for a midnight snack, darts towards you, then summons up all your strength and punch him in the snout, and he will turn and swim away. There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, was down to just 42. There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men each. I was in the boat with the tall guys, but the best boat crew we had was made up of the little guys, the Munchkin crew, we called them. No one was over 5'5". The Munchkin boat crew had 1 American Indian, 1 African American, 1 Polish American, 1 Greek American, 1 Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They out-paddled, outran, and outswam all the other boat crews. The big men in the other boat crews would always make good-natured fun of the tiny little flippers the Munchkins put on their tiny little feet prior to every swim. But somehow these little guys from every corner of the nation and the world always had the last laugh, swimming faster than everyone and reaching the shore long before the rest of us. SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed, not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status. If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart, not by the size of their flippers. The 9th week of training is referred to as Hell Week. It is 6 days of no sleep, constant physical and mental harassment, and 1 special day at the Mud Flats. The Mud Flats are an area between San Diego and Tijuana where the water runs off and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down to the Mud Flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive the freezing cold, the howling wind, and the incessant pressure to quit from the instructors. As the sun began to set that Wednesday evening, my training class, having committed some egregious infraction to rules, was ordered into the mud. The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5 men, and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. The chattering teeth and the shivering moans of the trainees were so loud, it was hard to hear anything. And then one voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. The song was terribly out of tune, but sung with great enthusiasm. One voice became 2, and 2 became 3, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted, and somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself. Stand in the Hall of Fame. Teachers, be politicians, be preachers, yeah, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Hello Sharks, I would like to discuss our school-wide academic intervention program that we like to call Office Hours.
Students can now receive academic support and enrichment during school hours. Office Hours takes place Thursday and Friday after first block. During this time, students report to their assigned classroom or attend an open session offered by our staff. So we went around to see what teachers are doing with this time and how students are benefiting from it.
So for my office hours, I have two classes, Trig and Math 3. The past few weeks we've used it as a review for tests. So the kids come in, on one side of the room I have Trig, the other side I have Math 3, and they take out the reviews, they work together. I do problems at the board.
So we're offering Spanish tutoring through collaboration groups. So we get in here, we get into groups of about 4 or 5, and we start collaborating on Spanish and different things that they're learning in class and whatnot.
As an athlete, sometimes you have to leave school early to go to an away game or anything like that, type of sports events or anything. And office hours is really beneficial for times like those because you get to go and really just make up any work or test or anything that you'll be missing while you're gone.
So during office hours, when I'm doing well in all of my classes, I won't necessarily get invited to a certain teacher's class to get ahead or to make up tests or anything. So what I'll do is I'll go to my AP Lit class and then I'll study in there and get ahead for a future test or a future quiz that's coming up. That way I don't fall behind if I do happen to miss something that's going on that week or in the next month.
Today we're doing 10th Honors Rhetorical Analysis Review for our office hours. We had a summer assignment for our 10th graders and many students didn't do well on that assignment. So we're doing some reteaching of concepts and doing some practice tests, and then in class next week we're going to let them retake that exam to show that they've achieved mastery on those concepts.
During office hours, we're doing basically a college 101 information sessions here. We go through the UC application, Cal State application, and the Common App. Also going through your college resume, talking about SATs, ACTs, and also your personal statements. It's just like a quick overview of what you need to do to get into college.
We're doing an open lab. Students are finishing up their project and others are working ahead towards their sketchbook. I've had students who were absent come in and ask me, what did I miss? And it's just a good open time for students to catch up on work and just ask me questions.
In my physics class, I was falling behind, so my teacher invited me so that I could be tutored and catch up with the rest of the class.
Whenever I don't know where to go for office hours, I check Q on my phone to see what my lowest grade is. That way I can go there for help.
If you're a student at Santiago and you don't know where to go for office hours, download the Santiago app and go to Office Hours Offerings and find out what teacher you can go to get your work done.
Office hours provide students and teachers a unique opportunity to spend a half an hour on Thursdays and Fridays doing pretty much what it is you want to do to enhance your academic experience. Whether that be get extra help on an assignment, catch up on some work, see something in an enhancement situation, whatever it is, take advantage of it. Be all into your education and enjoy the year and take advantage of this time. Thanks and have a great day.
Hi students, welcome back. I'm Dr. Smith, the proud assistant principal of the 11th grade. Today we're going to focus on achievement. At Santiago High School we have a culture of achievement. That means doing your best and achieving results each day, every day, no matter what you do. Remember our motto, scholars, achievers, and champions, and work hard to be the best every day.